Looks like most of my positions are gapping down slightly due to the market gap down. Yin is actually gapping down below my stop, but I'm gonna use the pre-market lows as my final stop on it. MU is also very close to my stop. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. This will be my final stop. Kind of break even area. All right, let's get started. CNSD looks like it's gapping down. Maybe there will be a short here. It's getting thin. No, what? No, I'm gonna pass on it. It's too thin. Sina, if it can push to, what the hell is this? If the Sina can push to low mid 60s today, that would be great. That would be a short setup. A lot of energy names are starting to pop up on my screen. They're all gapping down today, but a lot of them are starting to pop up from the lows, multi-year downtrends. Steel, also commodities. US steel looks good. This VBG had earnings last week, kind of flagging on the 60-minute chart, and it looks great on the weekly chart. Stalking this thing, AYA. It looks like a bear flag. It's bear flagging below the 200 day, but I don't know. Needs to confirm. And a few biotech names are starting to look good also, like VK. So these are the ones I'm stalking currently. I'm gonna tell you guys, biotechs are starting to look good. This is the monthly chart of the IBB. It's been flagging for what, 4 years now? Building higher lows, and it's starting to come out of this little triangle. Looks kind of good. Same thing with XBI. Also looks like it's, been flagging, building higher lows for 4 years. And these two are risk on. If biotechs are strong, that means risk on. Same thing with small caps, just starting to come out of this channel. Yeah, I don't see a reason. I really do think we're gonna go higher for the next 6-12 months in the markets. Of course, there will be shakeouts, but I don't think there's gonna be anything major. Most things look pretty damn bullish. There are some sectors like the SaaS names that are kind of extended still, but those may want to pull back more, but most other stuff looks good. Let's see if I will get stopped out of this yin. I'm using the pre-market lows as my stop. JD Baba gapping down also because they're China names together with yin. OLED is still holding the 60-minute range. MNK hasn't traded yet. That's interesting. TDOC is barely down on the day. M is up on the day. IPI is up on the day. Yeah. And he had some nice follow through yesterday from my initial buy. Let's see if we can hold it. I'm still using the lows of Friday as my stop. I think this thing can go way higher. Yeah, some things are gapping down with the markets and some things are actually going higher. This Diva unfortunately shook me out of my size. I only have about 2/3 left, but it's very strong. I think it wants the 200 day. I think next stop is $11 for this thing. Still flagging nicely with higher lows all the way. Looks really good. Unfortunately, it shook me out last week, or the week before. It still does look good. And Sina is down on the day. I'm taking it off my list. It's higher today. Tesla is really strong. What a beast. Gold is still holding below its bull flag lows, and silver also. Question is, can you reclaim or will they go lower? MU just undercut my first stop level. So this first stop level, if it closes below that, I will sell my full position. And this 45.80 area, the second stop, that's where I sell the position no matter what. If it gets down there. Hopefully, it can close above this 46.47. Because it just undercut the rising 20-day, and I really don't want it to close below the 20-day. And also, I got stopped out of BRCU on Friday. Unfortunately, Brazil failed the breakout attempt. Look at the weekly chart. It had a breakout from this range, but had no follow through, and it's kind of stopped me out. And I took a bigger loss than I should have. I had a stop area here in the mid 29s or something like that, but it kind of just fell through that. I didn't see it until this thing was in the $1 below my stop, so I lost probably around 15,000-20,000 more than I should have. But unfortunately, I should have put a hard stop on it because it was kind of quick fader below my stop. So we'll see if it can. It's still holding higher lows. If you look at this BRCU, it's better to look at DWC because this is the main one. It is still holding higher lows, and I think it's gonna set up again in the next few weeks, and I'll buy it back. if it does so. Oh, that's why it was down? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of volatility in Brazil with the political drama and shit like that. But I don't care about any of that. I care about price action. And even though it did shake me out, the chart is still bullish. Together with the other emerging markets. I don't know if I can get the chart. TC2000 can cooperate with me here, which it probably can't right now. I'm gonna show you the emerging market ETF. Can I get some charts, please? Thank you. Here's the EM. This is the monthly view. You know, EMs have been going sideways for 12 years. Look at this. Look at this flag here. This is the mother of all flags. If this thing breaks this 45 area, it's gonna go to 100 easily. There's easily a double in here because these markets, you know, they're mostly mismanaged countries, etc., but most of them are pretty fast growing. They have young populations. These countries are not gonna go away. They're gonna go higher. This is, I am very bullish on the emerging markets. This could be a longer term trade. You buy it over 45, put a stop at 40, and then sell in the next, you know, then just kind of wait for a few years or something. This is the mother of all bull flags. I'm telling you guys. Looks like most things are going lower for now. The market crap. No, the markets are still holding. Yeah, we'll see. I fully expect the pullback to the 300 level in the SPYs. I fully expect that. And in the Nasdaq maybe to the 8,200 or something. That would be fully normal price action. Labu, this is a biotech ETF. And if biotechs go on a run, this is one I would like to hold. I think it's a triple biotech bull. I'll set an alert here. There's another one, BIB. I think this is more for the larger cap biotechs. ESMB is up on some data. It's just breaking a bull flag here. Look at the 60-minute chart. I'll set an alert here. They've had multiple data in hepatitis B virus lately, and wow, now it's tanking. Just as I started looking at it, it started tanking. That's funny. But it doesn't matter. The chart is still intact. As long as it holds higher lows, will be a bull flag. This KL looks interesting. The estimates are not great for next year, but this is a very tight bull flag. Definitely stalking this thing. Gold. So INMD is still building higher lows on the 60-minute chart. I think this thing goes to 50, 60 easily. Just super strong. And it's not even expensive. This thing has a PE of 27. Considering the growth rates, it's pretty damn cheap. So this definitely has upside, but there's no setup there. It had a setup on this day that I unfortunately did pass on. I even had an alert on it, and yeah, I passed on it. Doku is starting to break out of this little range here. I'm not gonna trade it. It's been, you know, the buy area was here on the earnings day when it broke out above this range on big volume, on great earnings, great estimates. I'm not sure why I didn't trade it. Or I think I did trade it, but I got shaken out on it. I don't even remember. But yeah, this trying to break higher now. For shorter term swing traders, this thing could be a setup here. Something like, you know, risk $1 to make $3-4. But not for me. ESMB is red again of the data. Damn, I should have sold some into this gap up. Oh, never mind. DXCM is almost at new highs. JD held its rising moving average. It's about to go green soon. MU is bouncing. BABA is bouncing off the rising support. Yin is bouncing. Yeah, things are shaping up. AKA, oh damn, I should have bought it on Friday, I guess. Now it's breaking high. Look at the weekly chart, looks great. Just breaking out of this flag here. FTNT having nice follow through from the earnings. This is the one one of the ones I talked about for a longer term entry. The weekly chart looks great. Multi-year higher lows, and then it had this kind of range it broke out of on earnings, good guidance. A little slower type of growth stock, but yeah, I think this thing goes well into the hundreds over the next few months or quarters. Looks pretty damn good. It's too late to buy it now. But I wish the ones that I bought would go up too. They're just going sideways, all of them. And the ones I passed on are the ones that are going higher. It's a little bit annoying, but I think they're gonna catch up soon. Were you a part of any chat rooms or services when you started to trade? I mean, are there any good ones? I have been a member of a lot of services. Some of them don't exist anymore. The only service I'm still a member of is Stockbee, a paid service or paid, whatever it is, member site, paid member site. But I've been in a lot of chat rooms. I've been with Kunal, I've been with Cameron Faust, I've been with Investors Underground, I've been with Accessa Trader. I'm actually in Options Hawk. I'm not in the chat, but I get the nightly email. Well, if I found, yeah, I did find them useful. I mean, it's about exposing yourself to as many traders as possible and, learn from them. And once you learned stuff from them, it's time to move on. It's time you implement the best stuff. You take a little bit from everyone and implement those things in your own trading strategy. And since most of them are day traders, and I'm not a day trader anymore, so I moved on. But in the early days when I was a day trader, yeah, I found those sites pretty useful. It's all about seeing what other traders do, how they make money, how they manage risk, how they manage winners, how they manage losers. I think for a new trader, I think it's important to expose yourself to as many successful traders as possible. Then I've been in a bunch of chat rooms that were pretty much pump and dump places, like Timothy Site's chat room. Then I was in a guy called Buy Sell Short that pumps microcap stocks. Obviously, those were not healthy communities. But the other ones have been healthy communities where you can learn and etc. etc. So yeah, I found most of them useful. I did. Any more questions? Estimize pair trades. I use Estimize just to see how many like when the earning season starts. Like here I can see on the calendar, I can see the next earning season starts in about 21st of January because it's a little bit darker gray. Here is where when the next earning season starts. And if I click more, the January earning season is the first earning season of the year is actually the longest. It's from end of January to early March. So it's about 7 or 8 weeks even. While most other earning seasons, like this earning season, was only about 5 weeks. So I don't know why the first earning season of the year is a couple of weeks longer, but that's how it is. So it's kind of good to schedule your calendar around this because when the earning season is in full, you probably want to get to the computer an hour and a half earlier than you usually do. So it's important to plan your days around the earnings, so to say. So that's what Estimize is good for. But the earnings dates I get from TC2000. And if I don't see it in TC2000, I use like FinWiz or something like that. Yes, KRVE. I am part of the Stockbee paid service. I'm not really using it, but I'm usually checking in maybe once per day. Amazon is starting to move lower. You couldn't break to the upside so far. Apple is a beast. I can't believe this stock. What a monster stock. Just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Let's see here. JCPenney starting to break out of the long-term bull flag here. I'm gonna raise my alert a little bit. I'll maybe rebuy this thing. I was long about a month ago and got shaken out. But it does look good. I mean, it doubled from the lows. And I'm thinking, why can't it double again if it breaks out here? It's super thin though, that's the problem. There could definitely be a trade here. Stockbee techniques, I mean, he's more like of a 3 to 5 day type of a swing trader. I don't think most of his I think he's, there's definitely a lot of good educational material there. For growing a 25k account, absolutely, you can grow it by using his techniques. Absolutely, these 3 to 5 day swing trades. I would recommend you not shorting though. I would recommend you just going long. And if you're gonna short, just do the large cap and mega cap stocks. But yeah, I think his methods are good. They're solid. When your account, I was a day trader. I had maybe 3 to 5 stocks intraday, and then I closed them before the market closed. I didn't manage a portfolio like I do now. Now I have a portfolio, but back then I just had intraday positions and maybe some overnights. But I didn't really look at my account as a portfolio. I just had a bunch of positions. Now it's more about portfolio management. Yes, in the first couple of years I was a pure day trader. Then I started holding stuff overnight, and then I started doing more shorter term swing trades. And now I do almost exclusively swing and position trading. Almost exclusively. Would you day trade again? I would rather hang myself to day trade again. There's no reason to day trade once you get more over, let's say, once you get your first million, there's no reason to day trade. I don't think so. I mean, if you really like the trading and sitting a lot in front of the computers and look at charts and, look at news, I mean, sure, why not? But I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to sit and trade, 6.5, 7 hours per day, or even more if you include the pre-market and after hours. If you have 20K and want to get to 1 million, yeah, sure, day trading can work really well. And also shorter term swing trading, absolutely. I mean, if you have a small account, it's all about making a lot of trades. But once you get over 1 million, you don't need to find a lot of good trades. If you can just position yourself really well a couple of times per year, that's all you need. Like right now for me, I'm getting positioned in China. Right, the trade is not working that well currently, but if I'm right and China goes into emerging markets overall, go into a multi-quarter or even multi-year bull run, I'm gonna double my accounts. I'm gonna make many millions, and that's all I need, Then after that, I wouldn't need to make any money for the next 6 months. But as a day trader, you want to get the experience and you want to get the singles. You want a lot of singles and occasional double. Just build your account, build your confidence. And Nugget, I don't like Nugget per se. I do like right now gold is breaking down, so there's nothing in Nugget. I liked Nugget when gold was still holding this bull flag, but now there's nothing here. It needs to set up again. So no, I don't like Nugget at all. How much cash I started trading? I started trading with about, 5,000-7,000, but I blew up about, 3-4 times in the first year or 2 years. In the first 2 years, I blew up about 3-4 times. So I started with like between 3 and 7 grand, 3 or 4 times. MU is weak again. MU is definitely weaker than the SOX or the semiconductor index. Semiconductor index is it's kind of holding up really well here, and MU is lagging badly. This is not something I want to swing anymore. Just lagging too much. This thing should be over 50. Yeah, I'm getting out of it. I'm gonna put a hard stop in it. What a shitty stock. I don't like holding laggards. I do not like holding laggards. Not a fan of that. Why do you think it started to work the last time? What started to work? My trading? Why I didn't blow up another time, you mean? Well, because I learned how to trade. That's why. I did more of things that worked and I did less of things that didn't work. That's the reason I didn't blow up another 3 to 4 times. Yeah, but it took me 2 years of full-time trading to get there. Yeah, if you work full-time, swing trading is definitely something you should focus on. I do think so. There's so many ways of making money in the markets. You can swing trade, you can day trade, you can scalp, you can invest. It's all about finding something that works for you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 2 to 5 day swing trades, absolutely. I hope you all have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.